Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I will tell you what happened on the 9th of Muhurrum, which is also known as the night before Ashur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. Praise be to Almighty Allah who created the universe with the heavens above and the earth below. Praise be to Almighty Allah who created all creatures, big and small, angels and human beings. Peace and blessings be upon Almighty Allah's last and best of all of his prophets, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, to whom the Holy Quran was revealed to. Peace and blessings be upon the Prophet's beloved daughter, Lady Fatima Zahra ﷺ, as leader of all women, past, present and future. Peace and blessings be upon all 12 true successors of the Holy Prophet, Imam Ali ibn Abu Talib ﷺ for being the first one, and Al-Mahdi ﷺ being the 12th one. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, who was alive but yet out of our sight by the command of Almighty Allah. Mercy and blessings of Almighty Allah be upon all of you. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Today is the 9th of Muhurrum. Last night, Imam Hussain ﷺ had been talking to Umar ibn Sa'd, asking him to fear Allah and not fight with the Imam. Umar ibn Sa'd did not listen and wrote to Ibn Ziyad, who wrote back saying, either fight Imam Hussain ﷺ or give up your job to Shimr. When Shimr arrived in Kerbala on the 9th of Muhurrum, Umar ibn Sa'd decided that he would fight against Imam Hussain ﷺ. They started to attack Imam Hussain ﷺ the same night and started to march towards the tents. But the Imam asked for one night's time so he could spend it in prayer. This night is called Shab Ashur. Today we also remember Ali Asghar ﷺ, the Imam's baby son, the youngest of those who was martyred from the family of the Imam. What happened during Shab Ashur? When Umar ibn Sa'd's army started coming towards the camp of Imam Hussain ﷺ, the Imam sent his brother Abbas to talk to them. They said, bayat or fight. Hazrat Abbas ﷺ said, don't move or I will ask Imam Hussein's reply and bring it back to you. Such was the valor of Hazrat Abbas ﷺ that the whole army just stopped by the line which he had drawn on the sand. The Imam said, Abbas, ask that we have one more night's time. I would like to spend it in prayer. Hazrat Abbas ﷺ took the Imam's message to them and it was agreed. Imam Hussain ﷺ called everyone from his camp and told them, may Allah bless you for helping me. There will be war tomorrow. You can all save your lives. You're all free to leave me. Then he asked that candle to be put out so the people who wanted to leave could go while it was still dark. Those who stayed with the Imam were ready to give up all they had. They had promised Imam they would never leave him. One man said, if I had 1,000 lives, I would sacrifice them all for you. Before Qasim died, Qasim said, death is sweeter than honey. The night passed in dua and prayer. Hazrat Abbas ﷺ kept guard round the tent so that everyone was safe. The ladies talked to each of their brave sons, telling them, be ready for tomorrow. Don't let me down when you face your enemy. Imam Hussain ﷺ, after prayers, went round to the tents to see each of them. Zainab ﷺ was talking to Ona Muhammad. Layla looked at her handsome son, Ali Akbar ﷺ. He could hear a cry in the desert air. He knew it was just like the sound of his mother Fatima Zahra ﷺ's voice weeping at the fate of her dear children. The children were restless with their growing thirst. Sakina was waiting for her father so that she could sleep on his chest. Ali Asghar alayhi salam, barely 6 months old, was so thirsty he could hardly move. Why did they kill the baby of the Imam in Kerbala? Ali Asghar alayhi salam was only 6 months old in Kerbala. He was the son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam and on the day of Ashur, it was very hot and there was no water for the family of Imam for 3 days. His mother could not feed him either because there was no milk. When the Imam called out, "Is there anyone to help me?" there was loud crying from the ladies. The Imam came to the tent. Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, Bibi Zainab alayhi salam said, "Oh my brother Hussain, since Asghar heard your call, he has not stopped crying." The Imam said, "Bring him to me, I will take him and see if you could get some water." Rabab brought the baby Ali Asghar from his crib and kissed him goodbye. Imam Hussain alayhi salam took the baby in his arms and going to the army of Yazid said, "See how thirsty my Asghar is. His lips are dry, he can hardly open his eyes. He's done no harm. Give him some water." As soon as Ali Asghar heard what he said, he tried to open his mouth and pointed his finger to his mouth like this. And in his mind he was saying, "What my father says is true." Hearing this, some of the soldiers started to cry. Umar ibn Sa'd said to Hurmala, "Stop Hussein's words." Hurmala aimed an arrow at the baby's neck that was used for camels with three sharp edges. And the arrow hit his neck from ear to ear. The baby was killed in the arms of his loving father, Imam Hussain alayhi salam. The Imam kissed the baby and took a step backward, then went backwards. He did this again and again, saying, "Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun." From Allah we come and to Allah we return. He buried the baby with his own hands in the hot sand. Then it was the turn of family members, nephews like Ona Muhammad and Qasim, brothers like Abbas and Jafar died fighting to save Islam. Ali Akbar alayhi salam and even the baby Ali Asghar, the sons of the Imam, were both killed. The last farewell. Now Imam Hussain alayhi salam was all alone. He came to the tent to say farewell. "O Zainab, O Ummi Kulsum, O Fatima, O Ruqayya, O Rabab, O Ummi Layla, O my daughter Sakina, O Fizza, my last salams on you all." It was very hard to see the Imam go. Everyone was crying. It was so sad. Bibi Zainab alayhi salam kissed the Imam Hussain alayhi salam on the neck. She remembered that their mother Fatima Zahra alayhi salam had told her to kiss his neck when he came to see her for the last time. The Imam then kissed her arms with tears in his eyes. "Look after my Sakina. She's barely 4 years old. She will miss me." He went to see his sick son, Imam Zainul Abidin. He gently woke him up and said, "I'm going, my son." The fourth Imam opened his eyes and asked, "Where's my uncle Abbas? Where is Ona Muhammad? Where is Akbar?" Imam Hussain alayhi salam said, "All of them have been killed. Now there is no among the men except you and me." He then said, "When you go back to Medina, Tell my Shias that I miss them on the day of Ashur. Tell them to think of me whenever they drink water." The Imam went out to the tent and he was ready to mount his horse. When he looked towards the right and left, "Where are you, my friends? Is there no one to help me mount?" Hazrat Zainab alayhi salam came forward and helped him. He mounted his horse, but Imam Hussain alayhi salam saw the horse was not moving. "This is our last trip, my dear horse," he said kindly. The horse still would not move. And then he looked down. The Imam looked down and saw that his daughter, Bibi Sakina alayhi salam, was clinging to the horse. The Imam got down and picked her up. "Oh, my Sakina, why are you here? I had to say goodbye to you." She replied, "Oh, my father, don't go. You know I cannot sleep without you. How will I live without you?" she cried. She also said, "Why do you have to leave? Why can't we just go back to Medina?" Imam Hussain alayhi salam replied, "We can't. Remember, Hur's army blocked the way," she said. And then Imam Hussain alayhi salam also said, "You are the granddaughter of Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. Sabr, my darling. If I don't go, Islam cannot live," said Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and left for the battlefield. While the Imam, the greatest martyr, Imam Hussain alayhi salam has shown the world that he was ready to give up anything in order to save the religion of Allah. All the prophets from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam and Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, from Ibrahim alayhi salam to Musa alayhi salam and Isa alayhi salam to the last prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, had been sent by Allah to show us the right path. After the prophet, it was Imam Ali alayhi salam, then Imam Hussain alayhi salam. We showed the way of Islam. Yazid and those with him were trying to destroy Islam and trying to make them the rulers of Islam. Imam Hussain alayhi salam showed us in Kerbala that Islam must be saved, even if it led to all of his family and friends being killed. "Did I change the religion?" Imam asked. "No," they said. "Then why are you fighting against me?" "Abik," came the reply. "Hatred for your father. I am the grandson of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am the son of Ali alayhi salam and Fatima alayhi salam." The army of Umar ibn Saad were really not Muslims and started to attack the Imam. Even though Imam Hussain alayhi salam was tired, sad, hungry, thirsty, he fought bravely. Then they started to attack him from all sides. First they started from single combat. Then they started cheating and threw spears at him from every angle. Others sent arrows. Those who had no weapons threw stones. The Imam fell from his horse. The riderless horse went back to the tent, went back to the khayma of the Imam. The ladies came to the horse and saw that the saddle was broken. The body of the horse still had arrows in it. Sakina alayhi salam cried, "Oh Zuljana, where is my father?" Bibi Zainab alayhi salam had been watching her brother from the door of the khayma. But when she could not see him anymore, she went to a hillock, calling, "Hussain, my brother, where are you?" She turned back. The Imam saw that it was the time for Asr prayers, so he started his namaz. Umar ibn Saad called Shimmer a very cruel and evil man and said, "Go cut Imam Hussain." Imam Hussain alayhi salam said, Shimmer sent one of his men to do it. The first man was about to kill him, but when he stood up, he saw Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his eyes. He said to Shimmer, Shimmer said, "Where is the head of Imam? Where is the head of Hussain?" The soldier said, "I could kill him because I saw the prophet in his eyes." Shimmer sent a different man. When he went to kill him, what happened was he saw Imam Ali alayhi salam in his eyes. He told Shimmer again. The third man saw his brother Imam Hussain alayhi salam in his eyes. He ran back. Then Shimmer himself had to go. Shimmer stepped forward with a sword in his hand. He did not even want to wait for the Imam to finish his namaz. He cut the Imam's head. He hit the Imam's head on the back of his neck 13 times. First time had no effect. Second time had some effect. Third time had even more effect.